Man, today is a crazy hectic day. I didn't know if I was going to have time to do this. So, I'm already fucking sweating, man. It's not even 10 o'clock, I'm fucking sweating. But, yeah, busy fucking morning. I got like 2 hours to myself right now. I'm going to clean out my truck, because my truck is football, like everything. Even my front seat's fucking loaded with football trash and stuff. Like, you know, every day at practice, you know. My truck, I have 5 kids in here. Regardless of, you know, practice or game day, I have 5 kids in here. And it gets trashed. So I'm going to try to clean it up before my free time is up, and I got to get some laundry done and yada, yada, yada. Oh, man. I can't wait to wake up in the morning, take my kids to school, and then come home and not have to worry about football and not have to worry about that stuff, man. Like, that came out wrong. I love, you guys know I love football. I'm not even going to explain myself on that one. I just want some free time. I started playing League of Legends again. Since last Friday, I've probably played about 30 games, which seems like a lot to you, but I've really reduced how much I used to play. Like, I used to play ungodly amounts of that game. And now, like, when I'm losing, I'm just like, I'm having fun, you know, like playing characters that are just fun to play and listening to my team fucking rage about my champ select. And then when I'm like, you know, 11 kills in, my team's like, you know, they stop fighting. And it's not really fighting because I don't even type with them. I just read their shit and laugh. Like, I'm over the whole fucking, like, trying to be a challenger level player, you know. I'm just trying to play the game and have fun now. And I'm actually enjoying it a lot more. Big surprise, playing a game to have fun is fun. But, yeah, man, I got, let's see, what all have I, nothing really worth talking about, nothing this morning. I got to get one of my kids' teachers the address to our football game. We have one more regular season game this Saturday, and it's in Jacksonville, which is where the kids' game, you know, where the kids go to school at. So their teacher was like, oh, well, if it's against Jacksonville, I'll come and watch you. So my kids are all excited that one of their teachers are going to come, and all 3 of my kids that go to that school know that teacher, and they're all excited about her coming out there. So shout out to you, Miss Russell. But, yeah, football. I got some potentially great news yesterday. The team that we are currently tied with, is pulling out of the playoffs. They haven't made an official statement yet, but I think they're pulling out of the playoffs, via lack of participation. And again, guys, this has been a weird football season, man, with the hurricane and 2 months off and it's been weird. But the team might be pulling out, which puts us guaranteed into the playoffs, win or lose this weekend. What we needed to happen this weekend, even if that team doesn't pull out, we needed to win this weekend against the teams in third. And that if the team that's pulling out actually pulls out, the team we play this weekend, the winner is 3rd place and the loser is 4th place. And that just means in the playoffs that 4th goes against 1st place, 3rd goes against 2nd. So if we win this weekend, we'll have a slightly easier game in the first round of the playoffs, but not by much. But like, the top 2 teams are both very competitive. But I'm excited to go to the playoffs, man. Like, these kids have worked their asses off this football season. And I think they have, you know, the sky is the limit for most of them, man. And they just have to believe in themselves and stop doubting their inexperience and, you know, trust their coaches are going to put them in the spots to win. Because, I mean, I've beat that dead horse, man. Almost my whole team, like, I'd say like 80% of my team this year is first time football players. And not just that, but I have 3 kids that, on top of never playing football before, bumped up from the age group below us to come and play for our team. So we're inexperienced, we're younger. Compared to the top 3 teams, we're way undersized. But the kids, man, they're monsters. They're absolutely just, when they go out there and play football, man, there ain't nobody in the world that can compete with those kids, because very talented group of kids. And I told the kids at the beginning of the season, man, I said, this is a Super Bowl or bust season. And I meant that, man. Like, I set out every season to win it all, you know? I don't start the season going like, we're going to lose. We don't have the talent. I don't ever do that, man. And this year especially has been, I have so much talent on my team and I have so much speed. We're lacking size, but what they lack in size, man, the speed is just crazy fast. And the kids, 50% of them are picking up a complex offense, man, and it's awesome. But yeah, football. I got bad news last night. I was planning on going over to my friend's house, and then I got a call on the way home from football practice last night that my wife was taking my mother-in-law to the ER because she had really high blood pressure. And then she got there, and the shit was so high they decided to admit her. And some other stuff came back. I don't want to, drop too much of her personal information on here, but I mean, she's still admitted, and she's doing testing and stuff right now. So that's bad news because, most husbands will tell like, oh, fucking mother-in-law this and mother-in-law that and blah, 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 blah. I really have a great relationship with my mother-in-law. Like, she's a great person, so sometimes we butt heads and we definitely don't see eye to eye politically or, I think we're on similar pages religiously and, all that stuff, but politics, we are polar opposites. But because we do have a good relationship with each other, we can argue about some stuff without it getting personal, so it's always fun to argue with her. So nothing better be wrong with her, because who the hell am I going to fucking argue with, But, like I said, guys, I'm crazy busy today. Just wanted to get a quick video in here, man, because I know how important it is to you 2 or 3 people. I don't know, man. Hey, good news. I'm really putting all the pieces back together, man, to start streaming again. So if you're just here for, to come just see my face because you missed my stream, I miss you too. And I miss streaming, and I'll be back sooner than later, man. Football, like I said, football season's about to end. Basketball season starts up, but I don't coach basketball. So I'll still have like practices. I think they practice 2 days a week for basketball, but they're only like 45 minutes long. And basketball here is big, but the league that my kids play in is like, I almost feel like it's casual basketball. Like, because my kids this is only going to be their 2nd year playing, so they're not crazy competitive in basketball yet. And I figure, that league's probably a little bit better for them to learn in. Kind of like how I look at the football league I'm in compared to Pop Warner. The football league I'm in, there's kids can play at any weight. The only restrictions are age. Like, it's big kid football. Like, you can blitz your middle linebacker. Like, in Pop Warner, you can't blitz linebackers, like, at a certain age group. At this age, man, at where we're at, is big kid football. Like, I'm trying to think of something, like, to give you a comparison. So, 2 weeks ago, my 10-year-old, who's actually on the bigger side for his age, lined up against a kid that was almost 3 times his weight. Like I said, my son's not small. He's almost 110 pounds. And the kid that lined up across from him was 268, I think is what he weighed in at. But this dude was as big as I am and 10 years old. So, I know a lot of you are like, oh, that's too big, that's too this, too that, blah, 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 blah. But look, man, it's a two-sided sword. And I've gotten in this, I've been ready to throw a fist fight over this because my 7-year-old is a big kid. And we were going around talking to companies about supporting our program and asking for, sponsors. And I had he was a parent, so I'll call him a parent but he was also a business owner. But I talked to him and he said, kids that big shouldn't be allowed to play football. And, to me, that's so fucking hypocritical because, and I don't know this guy, I don't know his personal beliefs or, what he stands for or anything, but if this country is complaining about kids being fucking obese and, kids being lazy and lethargic and all they want to do is play video games and yada, 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 and you got a big kid that wants to go out there and be active and be, learn a sport and build friendships and build a team and all that shit, and you're telling him he can't do it because he was born bigger than normal? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. You're a clown if you believe that. I'll say it to anybody's fucking face. You're a clown, man. Yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and end this video because I do got a lot of shit to do today, guys, so I apologize about that. But streams coming back soon. I'm gonna hire an editor. I don't know how much it's gonna cost or whatever. So if you guys know a good editor for that does great work and isn't gonna like charge me $1 million a video, or I haven't done any research on it. But that's in my game plan, is get an editor so they can come and take highlight reels from my games and stuff, and not just like great plays, but sometimes like horrible plays too. I don't want to just do great plays. I want people to laugh with me when I fuck up, So, and I think that's the majority of my community doesn't expect me to have good gameplay. They're there to talk shit when I fuck up, which is pretty often, So, but yeah, guys, until tomorrow, arrivederci.